Do I look good? 再往前一点嘛，否则太黑了，我眼睛看不见自己。
你不用看自己 You're supposed to look in the camera anyway. 往这边挪。
We are so pretty together.
Okay, hi guys. We have a very special guest today. It's my mom. I asked on my story if you guys would want to do a Q&A with her. And you guys asked some questions and she is going to answer them.
Before I go that, I need to introduce myself.
Oh, okay. 你自我介绍一下.
Hey everyone. So I'm so honored to be here. I have my name printed on my phone case. So if you can see it, L-A-N. And I tell people it stands for lovely and nice. Now you need to remember Grace has a very lovely and a nice mom. Thank you.
They got it. Okay. Does creativity run in the family? Do you have any creative hobbies and interests too? Is your mom creative? Has your mom tried crochet? Does your mom knit?
Your mom or my mom?
My mom 就是你啊.
Okay. It does run in the family. This family has lots of creativities. I think that was in me when I was little. I think when I was in a little village in a farm, and then back then people make their own shoes. It's all made out of cloth material, no other plastic or leather, anything else. I remember before I went to elementary school, I started to, use the needles to make those baby shoes for those newborn babies in the village. So I think, that's the earliest I can remember how I was in this kind of stuff. And after I graduate from college and got my first job, then I started making money. Then I paid 101 tutor, and then they taught me how to sew. And so at the peak time, I could make men's suit, but now I forgot how to make them. Yes, I think that natural interest, and I'm not surprised, and why Grace is so in this. And when I was at her age, it's kind of behaved very similarly.
What's your favorite quality/personality trait about Grace, and did she get it from mom?
Oh, anything Grace is good at, it's all from mom, okay? That's not a surprise.
Dad's catching strays.
Yeah, I think Grace good traits from me is, I think...
No, the question isn't good traits from you. It's what's your favorite trait?
Favorite trait.
Then is it from you?
It's on default. It's from me, regardless. Okay. It's favorite, not favorite. As long as all the good traits are from me, that's the baseline. So on that, pick up the favorite traits. Grace is very creative. And it's definitely from me. And then she's very kind, soft heart.
That's also from you.
Also from me. That's not a surprise. And you guys can tell how kind I am. So. And then one thing, probably already can tell, that sense of humor, and from me too. And then how we love ourselves, that's also from me.
Okay, what's one good thing from Daddy?
One good thing from Daddy? One good thing from Daddy, I have to think very hard about that. One good thing from Daddy.
真的想不起来.
Gosh, he says all things from me. So I have to think extremely hard. The Daddy has so many good stuff too. So one good thing really came up my head from connect with Daddy.
It's not a good look for Daddy right now.
Because most of the stuff you have is actually more similar to me instead of Daddy.
That's not true.
One thing I think one thing started to show up in my head is Grace actually, if she cooks, that make me think of my husband.
You can't say that. All my friends know I'm really bad at cooking.
No. You haven't put your really hard effort in, but you have that natural gift in you, because I had last year came from Europe, stopped by New York City and her place. She prepared those
That's because I made seafoam, but I put the
rice
chicken
soup.
powder in it. And obviously, if you put chicken powder in something, it tastes good.
That's not. No.
I feel like I'm like Daddy because I like being alone.
You like to be alone? Yeah. Sometimes I would like to be alone too, so that's not unique about
But
it.
I always like to be alone.
Not really. When mom is around, you always want to have your mom around. Okay. Yeah, so I think that maybe have some similarity to that. But I think you have a great potential in cooking. Yeah.
Well, it's not a potential I have any interest in tapping into.
Hey, you never know.
Okay, what's your favorite thing that I've made?
Oh, this one. Grace made this one when she was in Los Angeles.
No, Bay Area.
The Bay Area? Okay. Anyway, she knit this one, and the color just goes with my rug in the living room perfectly. So I asked her to give it to me. So I put on this.
This is where she falls asleep every other night.
Yes, this is where I fell asleep every other night. And then I just put that things on my body, keep me warm, and make me think of sweet grace, amazing grace. Yeah?
Amazing.
Okay. Yeah. And another one of my favorite. You knit a colorful hat. I use a lot.
Oh, the bucket hat.
Yeah, bucket hat. Yeah, so for hiking, that's a really colorful and it looks good for those photos in the field, in the mountains.
What is one thing you're learning seeing your daughter fulfill her passions? What a deep question.
When I start to realize.
Not when did you find out, 就是看我，就是 pursue 我的 dreams. 你有什么 takeaways, 什么 learnings?
From when you pursued your dream, I think what they're learning is, I actually was very impressed, because not too many people at this age, especially girls, and can be, even with parents' support, can be brave enough to start their own journey and their own business, and then it's like the past less people traveled. So I think that's something I learned. She was nervous, but she actually still less nervous than what I anticipated, which is great.
Okay. What was your biggest joy when raising your daughters?
Biggest joy to raise daughter, not daughters. Right?
Daughters.
Oh, daughters. Okay.
Hope is included.
Biggest joy is, both the girls got perfect SAT score received, and then they both made it into Ivy League schools, and then lots of people thought I did something right. So actually not really, but that gave me lots of credit, lots of joy, lots of pride. They really actually both are very good girls, and they can be weird at a different time, but overall they are great girls, and they're very kind, they are very capable, very independent, and just lots of good choice. Overall, it's lots of investment, lots of hard work at my end, but I think are very well worth it, and they did and continue to give me lots of joy. See how happy when I sit next to her? Mm-hmm. That's the joy.
Okay. What's your favorite color?
I used to have a favorite color.
It used to be green.
No, not being green. I used to be the first time I recognized a favorite color was red when I was in college. I wear a lot of red color. Then later on, I start to come down a little bit. And at one point, I like a green. But more recent years, I start to like all colors. I used to not like black, not like gray. Now I really start to appreciate black and gray, white, all those. In almost all the colors. I think that probably relate to either maturity or aging. But now it's very hard for me to think about favorite color. Used to be very easy answer for that. Now I truly like all colors.
Okay. They asked, what was it like trying to teach Grace to knit before you gave up and had level teach me?
Oh, and...
takes a lot of patience. You had too much work to do.
Yeah, so I really did not teach her a lot, but she started with me. Then I think somehow
太忙了，因为我刚开始的时候就是总搞不对。
Yeah, I don't know. She was also very little, just like me.
Yeah.
How old? Was 3 years or whatever.
So I was more than 3 years old. 3 years old, 可能 like 一年级左右吧。
No. Earlier than that. You start to show these things. Or at least I expose you to this very early age before you went to any school. So I just let her play this kind of stuff, and then I tried to teach her how to, get
最基
started.
本的还是你教的，
Yeah,
但是就是
very basic stuff. How to start the line, and then how to hold.
但是总要改，就是外婆帮我改。
Yeah, but then she was too young, too little, and I was just too busy with my husband travels all the time. I just home on a full-time job with 2 young kids, just like young, just so busy. So she was too young to be able to understand everything I was talking about. I was too busy to have the patience to explain everything to her. So then my mom could see that the contrast, and she just took over, started to teach her when I was in the office at work. Yeah.
Okay, 我朋友问 Who's your favorite daughter?
Okay. So who is my favorite daughter? I only have 2. So, and this is really depends, and really truly depends. I have to say politically correct thing. So because it depends.
Politically correct is you have no favorite.
Yeah, no, truly no favorite. I love both in a different way. I'm proud of them for different situation, different thing, and then I can get frustrated with either of them, and for different situation, different cases.
How do you exude such positivity? 没遗传你的 huge amounts of joy.
How can I be so
You're just
positive?
like that.
No, not necessarily.
Well, compared to me.
Yeah, so I think a couple of things keep me positive. One thing is if things gets really stressed out and it's just overwhelming, just beyond my control, just too much, that point. 2 things I think help me kind of back to not necessarily normal, still overwhelmed, but less overwhelmed. One is I said I try to think that moment, that day, that incident, whatever that day is my last day of my life. I will think it's still whatever in front of me, in my hands, in my head, still matters. And then I found every time I exam that way, and I found out nothing matters. And then, that as soon as I think that way, I check that way, that helped me
put things in perspective.
Yes, I think it really, it's not end of the world. It's if today is my one day or last day to live, I care about what the issues and the headaches or the problems or the challenges. No, that doesn't matter at all. Actually, 0 matters. So I immediately put that into perspective. That's one way I do it. Another way, this is if it's not that huge a deal and not that big challenge, it's a medium-sized challenge, I will ask myself, is this same issue, same bad person, and the same horrible situation still that horrible in 3 years? Then I start to think about 3 years ago, how many, what I cried for, what I lose sleep for, whatever. Today I look at the same issue, same whatever, look at, it's not that critical, not that important. I will not cry for that thing anymore. So then I know, even it's
not that deep.
Yeah, even it's a big deal now, and in 3 years, will not be that big deal. So that also helped me think straight.
What was I like as a kid?
You were like was a kid. Oh, Grace was so cute. I'm telling you, that get me excited. When Grace was a baby, when you're a baby, that's not that cute. When you right after Grace was born, actually I was very depressed the first time I looked at her because she looked very, very dumb and very not much facial expression, and it just feel like it's just somebody really pushed her to this water, and it just feel like
I still feel like that.
Yeah, so it feel like she wasn't excited about anything, and her eyes was just look very depressing, and I just feel like why I'm here, that kind of attitude. So. And actually, when the day 1 I was holding her, I started to cry. Now I look back now, maybe probably after childbirth depression or whatever. I just started crying. I said, "Oh my God, for this kind of baby, how can I raise up?" And this she just it's just very very blue. And so, but quickly, and then the more she grow into it, and she was just getting cuter and cuter, and then she start to, every mom think their babies are cute, but I think this is what I'm saying is real, because wherever she went, people just wanted to carry her, so and then yeah, uncles, aunt, and they all like to
Yeah,
carry
when I was like 3 or 4.
Oh yeah, since even 2 years old, she was just so feminine, so cute, so 中国人说懂事，就是说 very understanding, and it's just like such
Very
a
reasonable.
yeah, such a great kid, and it's like a dream girl, and I just like
But I cried so much.
Oh yes. And that is, even her tears is acute. And when she was in kindergarten, her teacher talked to me and my husband, feel like she committed a crime because she made Grace cry.
Didn't take a lot to make me cry.
Yeah, when Grace cried, and in the classroom, when she was a baby, when she cried, her little chin just shake, like when as soon as she started crying, she had no sound, silent. The tears.
Because I was trying to hold it in.
Her tears just running down very fast, a lot. And then her chin just keeps shaking. So the way you look at her, and plus she was petite and then skinny, and it just make you feel like so guilty, so sorry. Feel like you really abusing this child to make her feel that much level sadness. That was Grace. So even then she cried so much, and then become my concern and problem. I remember I put a calendar on the wall next to her bed. Then I said, okay, each day, by end of day, if you did not cry that day, I put, check mark. And then 1 month, 30 days, if you have, I forgot the day, how many days, if you did not cry. If 5 days you're not crying, I give you this stuffed animal, this size. And then if you 10 days you're not crying, and then I give you bigger, toy.
I never got anything.
Nothing you did. So anyway, then that's how I try to manage her tears. But it's not.
I still cried really easily.
Yeah. So I said,
I don't know how well it worked.
Anyway, that was even her crying was also still very cute, and it's not like annoying crying. So she was absolutely cute. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't really throw tantrums.
No, the people just, all my parents, my husband's parents, all those church uncles, aunts, everybody, my brother, my sister, everybody just loves Grace. And they still do. So.
Were there any difficulties in raising Grace? Of course there were difficulties.
To raise Grace. And you know what, actually when Grace was younger, was very easy to raise Grace. And then Grace and her sister Hope is reverse. And Hope, when she was younger, was more challenging. And now older, it's less of my worry or concern. And then Grace is opposite. When she was younger, so easy to raise her. Like just she did not get sick much, and then she's so good listener and just well behaved, just no issue. And academically, school all sound, all good. Was very easy to raise Grace. But when she got into high school and college, even now, I think it's actually I thought about her more than the younger age. So because she has more opinionated, she has opinions about more, you can say in a very good ways, very independent. And then also she has clear points of view about quite a bit of things. And then I always have to watch where the boundaries are. So it's actually not as easy, as smooth as when she was little. And then I more step to the side to just observe how things goes. But in the process, as a mom, not easy. You have to watch, allow her to take risk, either in a career development or personal life. So many times I had to really by my tongue, not to get involved. That's not easy for my personality. So that's actually the challenging part. Yeah.
Yeah, I know you try to say less than you do.
Yeah.
Do you know what a diva is?
Diva,
Diva 你懂吗?
fashion sense, DIVA.
Not really. I don't know how to explain it. I'll just skip that one.
Okay.
Is living away from your daughter a struggle?
Living away from them is not really a struggle. So a lot of parents really depressed and sad when the
They're
emptiness.
too busy.
Yeah, the kids move away. We like them when they're around, but I think
I'm so glad you like me.
it is. But but my husband and I are exactly on the same page, and we think, and the kids need to be. Lots of time I talk with the people at my age, they want to keep their kids either in the same city or definitely in the same state, not moving out to California or whatever. I always believe kids need to be as far as possible away from their home to be able to build, establish independence, and then have that liberty and freedom they deserve, they need. And too close to home can be constrained to their growth. So, and then I was the one to really kick both girls when they were in the college to let them to go to other countries to study abroad. So I really think those kind of experience far away from where you cling to you depend on will really expedite your growth and maturity. And then you will start to expand your horizon much faster and more. And it just is a good thing. So that's why when we appreciate they're far away, and then we support and then let them explore the world anywhere they want to explore. We're okay, and stand behind, and then we find our own way to entertain ourselves, to also continue to develop ourselves as well.
Okay, I already know what your answer to this one is. What's the silliest thing?
Which one?
Silliest thing that I did in my childhood.
Yeah, the silliest things Grace did in her childhood is really silly. And then the first day, Grace supposed to go start her kindergarten day one. She was so excited. Not like lots of kids, they're crying. They did not want to leave home.
Why was I so excited?
Go to school. And Grace was just so excited. I could not wait to, she just liked the concept of I'm going to start kindergarten. So I think probably I overeducated, influenced her. So because I worried about it, she would not want to go. So I just tell her how amazing the school is. You just say all those amazing great things, and then she truly
was fun.
Yeah, she truly got excited about it. So anyway, I went to work that day. And I'm talking about day before the first day of kindergarten. I went to work. I came back from work. Then Grace usually always stand, in front of the garage door to jump and say, like you say in Chinese, 欢迎欢迎 means welcome, mommy, come home. So she and my older one, the two girls always jumping and over there clap their hands, say welcome me home. That's my daily routine. And then suddenly the girl showed up, standing up there with a huge weight, upside down weight shape in her front, the hair, the band, right? Mm-hmm. And today she has lots of hair. So back then the hairstyle give to her is like a thick front the band. So then she cut like a big upside down V in the front. I look at her, I was just shocked how ugly that was. I just thought, what happened to her?
I thought it looked good. I was happy.
And in a way, when I look at her, I think because of how shocked, I just thought, what happened to her? How come her hair looked like this? And then I think the way I look at her scared her. She was all excited, all happy. And until she saw me silent, I was just standing, just like speechless. I was just staring at her with fear. And then she looked at me. She's a very sensitive child. So she immediately noticed something must be wrong. And she started that typical Grace cry again. Her chin started shaking and her tears started running down. Then I asked her, I said, what happened to your hair? Who cut your hair? And then she pulled me to my bedroom, and then she showed me all the hair left on the counter, and she used the little baby toy scissors, and she wanted to make herself look so pretty, get ready for day one.
It wasn't that bad.
And she tried to trim. Yeah, I wish I do have a picture of that.
There's a photo. I don't think it looks that bad. I just have a hole in my bangs.
Yeah, so anyway, so I found that's how she standing on the little stool because she was so short, she could not reach our, the master bedroom, the mirror. So she stood up in that stool, and then she used the baby scissors. She cut her front bun and looked just I think she tried to line up. The more she tried, and then more she tried to trim to end up is more and more out of shape. So, and then turned out is like upside down V. So anyway, then when she showed me what she did, it got me even more scared. I said, oh my God. And then with the scissors, nobody knew she was standing behind the door and hid it in my master bedroom to use scissors and pointed her eyes. And can you imagine if she lost control and poke her eyeball? And I was just absolutely scared. And then at that point, it's not beauty issue, it's really safety issue. So anyway, then that did not end well. But the next morning, she still was all happy. And, we still took a very beautiful memory.
I thought I still looked good.
Yeah, but she looked, I had to balance, had to later on lie to her. You actually look very cute with that style. So actually, that's not the case. But I did lie to her. I said, don't cry. You actually look very cute. And with that style.
Well, I knew I didn't believe you.
Yeah.
It was obvious you didn't think it looked good.
Anyway, that was the silliest.
Because I remember when I cut it and I thought it looked good.
Oh, I know.
And then you came home and looked at me and I was like, I don't think she thinks it looks good.
Even the first year in college, she put this giant makeup in the
eyebrows. We don't talk about the eyebrows.
Oh, looked like an inch thick and very wide. And she came home for, I don't know, winter break. I really think that's too much. And then she just said, Mom, you don't know. This is very trendy.
It was trendy.
Yeah. So I just had to be silent. We still have a moment like this and this day. I just don't talk about it. But then, anyway, that was, still have all kind of big or small silly moments. And now look back those photos.
The eyebrows have normalized.
Yeah, no, you can say normalized. Only probably 1/3 of what they used to have.
They were crazy.
Occasionally,
they were so
look
crazy.
at her old photo came up on my phone. I said,
It's a
"Oh
jump
my
scare.
God!" So it's all fun memory. But when she was in college, I did not say it.
No, 你也说过.
Yeah, I said it's too powerful. That's what I said. That seems like very powerful makeup.
It was very powerful. Could you ever have predicted an unusual and creative career path for Grace?
I know Grace will not follow a very traditional path. I had that little bit of sense of feeling about her because Grace really changed when a teenager, your body changed.
Puberty.
Yes, puberty. After that, I think Grace really he's a huge change. Especially her personality. When she was little, she's very soft, very obedient, that type of child. And then all of a sudden, after puberty, then she just feel like she basically like to argue more, and then everything. She started to have a really strong opinion about lots of stuff, and pretty hard to to make her think other way. So she's still the same way, you can tell today. Yeah.
Lots of opinions.
Yeah, lots of
You have lots of opinions too.
I know. All good choice from me. So. Yeah. And then talk about your unique past. A couple of moments.
You always thought I was going to start a business. 你总那样说.
Yeah, I think, yeah. So because a couple of moments I thought she may end up what she's doing, not exactly today, but it will be fiber or art or fashion design or something in that line. Because I remember when many years ago, probably you don't remember that, one time for whatever reason, I probably needed to visit some senior lady in the senior center. That time, the grandma was staying with us, not really. Probably grandma went there to visit her other grandma friends. So anyway, I took Grace. That could be the case because I needed to drive my mom to there for her to visit her grandma friends. So then they have a free movie in the senior center for those seniors. My mom went to chat with her old friends. Then Grace and I just end up and sit in the waiting area to watch a movie. That movie is about that
Coco Chanel.
Yeah, Coco Chanel. And then that was the first time I realized how much this child loves fashion, loves design. You can tell she just, that little soul just glue on the chair, and the whole movie, she was so engaged. Really, she watched so many movies with me. There's no other movie like that movie.
I don't remember liking that movie that much.
Yeah, no, you did. And then she was very engaged. She was very into focus. And the whole movie time, she watched the whole thing and very quiet. We did not say a word. And then felt like just two of us. And anyway, that was the first time I thought, oh, this child really, I always know she's in the fashion because since she was very less than 2 years old, she started to comment on family. She started to tell my husband his tie was the wrong color, and she would walk to his closet to pull a different tire to hand it over to my husband. Then her older sister, 4 years older than she is, and then any clothes, and she will say, Hope don't wear this one, wear this one. She'll hand a different clothes for her sister. So so she did not, maybe either I have a better fashion sense or I have a strong personality. She did not really, involve my dressing code much, but she really got involved, tried to help my husband and her sister on that. So that's the early sign. Then that movie gave me very clear impression, and she is very much in this kind of stuff, fashion design stuff. Then the second one, I would say, in high school, junior year. So she stayed up very late, did not have a sufficient sleep. I really worried about it. So one day, I think it's 2 a.m., like past midnight. And then I went upstairs just to check, make sure she turned the lights off and get sufficient sleep. So then I saw, the lights under her door. So I opened the door. I found out her room the whole floor covered with all kind of colors, fabrics, the materials. And then she was so busy, you scissors cut, different stuff. And then because back then I did not support her to do this stuff, I said, you have a plenty of time in your life to do later on, but right now your top priority to study, to get a good grade, go to nice college. So she knew the daytime she did not want to upset me, offend me to do this kind of stuff. As soon as I went to bed to sleep, and she started to her own business there already. So, and that night when I saw how she play all those fabric and behind us, I knew that must be something very close to her heart and her hobby. So I think people usually say if if their kids play something for parents to please them, that they cannot go very far. But if regardless how parents, do not support and don't like them to do, they'll they're behind you. They'll do it anyway, and that is where they will go further. So I think that time I also thought, made me think, maybe this child someday still do something about fabric. Yeah.
Wow. What a detailed answer. Oh, someone asked, does your mom still have the plushie?
What's plushie?
就是个长颈鹿，然后那小熊，我
You
做
made
的，对啊。
Oh, yes. Give me a second, okay? It's in my bedroom. Both of them, Grace made it in Chicago on the last holiday, Christmas time. So I took them home. Poor babies. Yes.
起的名字都忘了。
Yeah, I still have both of them. They're very, very close to me. And they don't know who Grace is anymore.
What? I made them. They remember me.
Yes. Okay, let's continue.
What do you wish America had more of?
I wish America has more of, I always am proud of America for their diversity and open to the world. And
We're not so open these days.
yes, so I think if one wish, I wish America continues to stay on that track, and then to continue to attract all talents from everywhere in the world, and then the open door policy, and then continue to become people's dream place. And I think that's very, very critical and to the lasting success of this country.
Okay. They also asked about your immigration story.
My immigration story is typical, just continue with what I just said about American dream. And then I came to this country with $60, 3 $20 bills, and 2 suitcases of clothes. Pretty late age. Most of people right now I work with, they all came elementary school or very early. So, and I started to learn English in high school also very late, and I never thought that 26 letters, and then end up I make a living out of that 26 letters, and then in a complete different country. I never ever thought about that. So anyway, then I came to this country, not only one in my side of family. Today, other than my own immediate small family, I established then from my parents and all those both side parents, and I'm still the only one in the United States. And both my Hope's sister. When Grace was born, we are in good shape already. And when Hope, my first child, was born, and she was we're living in social welfare called WIC program, for women, infant, that kind of social welfare program. So we really start from extremely humble background and start from nothing, and to be able to be where we are today, and for ourselves, for our kids, I think I cannot be more thankful. And for this country, how open arms to welcome us, to provide us and protect us. I just want the future generations and the people from other countries can continue to enjoy that benefit, and we are here and for us, and we all try to help build this country as well.
If you had your own channel, what kind of content would you make?
That is actually something my husband often thinks that, okay, after you retire, you can be like a Grace and open your own channel. And I haven't seriously thought about it. One thing I kind of was interested in Oprah's job. And
Oprah.
Yeah, Oprah's job is kind of, she reads lots of books. She knew lots of people and sit down, interview lots of people. So I think that's kind of very interesting to me, and not necessarily create something, just so many subjects, and we can cover, talk about culture, talk about politics, talk about transportation, talk about parenting, just so many interesting travel experience, and just share what we have learned through this life journey, and then others can relate, and then can get comfort or gain confidence, whatever it is. I think that could be pretty cool, pretty interesting. Yeah.
Does she share your love for tea?
Love for what?
茶喝茶。
Who share?
你啊。
Share love for tea?
Oh.
I will remember the baby's name called Xu Tian. Tian means sky. I give her the name. Means the color is like a blue sky. Okay, let's continue.
Oh, to answer the question, she doesn't drink tea.
Oh, what's the question?
问题就是你也喝不喝茶？他们知道我特喜欢喝茶。
Grace likes to drink tea, and I don't. My body can take alcohol, but cannot take caffeine.
但是也有没有咖啡因的茶。
Yeah,
上次来看我的时候不是也喝了？
Yeah, that's something else. A person can change. When I was little, I absolutely hate plain water. Absolutely hate. I refuse to drink any plain water. I have to put something in, and then now it's completely opposite. And I only drink almost 99% of the time. I only drink plain water.
Okay. Oh, this is a good question. Cravings while you were pregnant with me.
Oh, pregnant with Grace. Here might be weird. Cheese. And usually I absolutely hate cheese. I cannot even handle smell of pizza when right after I came to this country. But after I got pregnant for Grace, suddenly, I don't know, so weird. I just love cheese. And suddenly I just start to eat those raw cheese and the cubes, and then can eat lots of them at once. And to the extreme is, and I used to work in Indiana City and County building. There, 3 blocks away, there's an American little restaurant there. They'll have a, cheddar cheese, that kind of soup, whatever stuff. And I insisted. I told my coworkers, I said that the restaurant is open and their cheese, the soup, is all ready. I could smell it. And all my co-workers said, they all told me, actually, no way, Len, you could smell it. This is 3 blocks away. But I wasn't joking. I could clearly smell it. That's how much I wanted the cheese. So I ate lots of cheese. Normal days, before pregnancy, after pregnancy, I don't touch cheese at all. But during that pregnancy, and I just ate so much cheese. That's why Grace ended up with such a wide shoulder.
That's not why.
It is why. Because nobody else has such a wide shoulder.
爷爷是那样的。
Yeah. So anyway, that's the one thing I ate a lot.
What's your favorite? Oh, what was your favorite place that I took you to in New York? It's gonna be the Brooklyn Botanical Garden.
What's the place you took? Oh no, Grace so good, and she put a lot of thoughts for our visit. We were there only 3 days, but she made everything so perfect, so productive, so pleasant. It's an A+ experience. And so to the point, I told my husband, I said, we better don't go there, visit her very often. It's too much effort and work on her end. Yeah, and she tried so hard to make sure we enjoy the trip. And then, see, that's what I'm talking about, how kind, how nice Grace is.
You didn't answer the question.
Yeah, so, the question is I really like all the places you shared. Let me see whatever pumped my head first, right? I like the garden. I like the flowers. Then I like the shopping area, the new shopping area.
Oh, Printemps.
Yeah, I think that's that design.
Where I fell asleep.
Yeah, you fell asleep, deep sleep. And that's in a very cool design. Because some places, I like the art museum, you took us there. I like all those restaurants. She picked up all those 6, all different restaurants from different countries and different styles and different locations. They're all good. And so I love the food, and I love the art. I love the nature, the flowers. I love your friends. I was able to meet close friends, and I love her roommate. It was a great visit. Oh, Broadway show.
Wicked.
Yeah, the Wicked. And that's also a highlight of the trip. Everything was good. Yeah.
Was it hard being a working mom?
Being a working mom, it's not the hardest. It was hard. In life, probably the hardest to me is have a peace with yourself and then total acceptance of who you are. That's probably the hardest at any age, everywhere. And second hardest, I think, is parenting. You're a mom and no other mom. You're the only mom. So then your only chance to get it right. You cannot rewrite any day, anything, any experience. So, and you feel like nobody give you that thing, but you give yourself that burden. You feel like you're wholly responsible for somebody else's life, for their health, for their success, for everything. So that just extremely challenging, stressful. And then you are talking about deal with another human with active thoughts, ideas, and opinions. So I think that that is hard. And being a working mom is definitely, my experience is harder. So one is being a full-time working mom all the time. Secondly, my husband, a unique job, constantly on the road, constantly travel, no backup wherever. And then all of their activities. And also, I try to give them the most and the best. So they'll have lots of extracurriculum activities. So that's why I'm always driving them around for all kind of stuff. So I just really, for years, I did not have my own life. So they were everything, that was everything. So I really, how to say, for years, I give everything I have to these two girls.
Yep, being a mom, not easy.
And then being immigrants, also hard too. Yeah.
What's your favorite place you've traveled to? Been a lot of places.
Lots of places. Probably I haven't counted. Probably around 50 countries so far. I like nature. I like history and architects, art stuff. But I like everything. But more nature. If I have to choose only one, I like hiking a lot. So based on that, 3 places is probably my top favorite. I like Switzerland. Mm-hmm. And Switzerland, France, Italy, that area. And
it's a large area.
Yeah, no, they're not large. They're all small countries, that they border that area. Just lots of beautiful trails, lots of beautiful lakes and mountains. Also not too crowded. And then I like Norway and Northern Europe. And then also for the same thing, even less people and more nature. And the nature was well protected and very peaceful, quiet. So then I like Banff area in Canada.
Banff.
That area, yeah, I think also pretty. And I like the area with lots of lakes and lots of beautiful trails and then not too dry and have lots of running.
But not too humid.
Yeah, and not too humid. Yeah, exactly. Weather has to be good, So, but Norway, Canada, winter can be. I went there under the right season. Yeah, but the list can go very long. But lots of countries I like a lot. But recent years I'm more in hiking, so that those areas is good hiking places.
Did you know your daughter would always end up being a baddie? Baddie 你懂吗？
懂。就是穿很少的衣服。
No, that's not what baddie means.
What baddie means? B-E...
B-A-D-D-I-E.
Baddie. Okay, tell me what it is.
It's just like a cool, hot girl.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Don't wear lots and lots
you
of
can be a baddie and still wear a lot of clothes.
Okay, cool, hot girl. Okay, that's the definition. You said whether I know that will be the case? Yes. Yes. I actually, I know that will be the case because when she was a baby, there's so many uncles. They all like to carry her. She was so cute. They all like her. And then she was popular in the school. The boys like her too.
No, they didn't.
They do.
I just always thought so.
I still think so. And then,
anyway, it's not the reality.
So I actually got me worried. And then, but that's why there's no point to worry about life. What you worried that end up not happening, and what you did not worry end up happening. So it's I always worried, Grace will, get married too early, and because she was so cute and then adorable. Then somebody just, then she also very kind of soft hearted, then she just easily say yes, and then they'll end up married or whatever.
I'm kind, but I'm not a people pleaser.
So now I think that was my thought when she was very young, elementary school or whatever. After middle school, I did not feel that way. And now after the whole, she went to Wharton Business School to get all those whatever marketing, management, all those training left and right. She just got into more business, powerful, effective, this type of woman, and really kind of changed her character and style quite a bit.
I don't think school changed it. I think I went there because I was already like that.
You already like only further enhanced. And then
I was asleep in all my classes. They couldn't teach me a lot.
Yeah, and that one can be intimidating for lots of people because she always feel confident. She knows what she's doing, and the other people.
I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah, but at least other people perceive, and you know what you're doing. So anyway, that's so I think then she likes fashion, and. So and then she has that very daring personality and dare to try new things. That comes from me too. So
I don't think I'm that daring.
You do. Oh, you know how many things I say no, you can accept as no. You always test my limit and the boundary. So yeah, just say yes.
You don't tell me no that much.
But I try to. But I have lots of no's in my heart. You guys can see through. See how many no's in my body. So. I just packed it inside, right? That's all the good moms do. So, okay, anyway.
What is it like to combine both Chinese and American culture in your parenting?
Oh, yeah. I think it really their generation, second generation, not just my family. I think overall, second generation immigrants usually should be the best, just like a hybrid of telework and office work. So it's a hybrid like a car, auto and electrical car. So hybrid is the best because I think American, Chinese culture, when we came over as a first generation immigrants, and then I often think back, and if I'm the third generation immigrants here, whether my life I can be as successful as today, answer most likely not. Even I have a more, probably stuff and a better language, better culture understanding, all the good stuff, and a better financial support. But I think the thing is, I just compare my generation with Grace and Hope's generation. But they're more comfortable, they're more confident. But at the same time, I think one thing we have, and by no choice we had, and they don't have it, is lots of stuff were forced. So wasn't given too many choices. Sounds like it's unfortunately deprived, but for success, that can be a good hidden blessing. Because lots of stuff in order to have a breakthrough, really have a breakthrough and have a success, and you have that perseverance, persistence. You stuck. Then you don't have any choice. You have to go move forward. And we were so poor. There's no way we go back to China or do anything. So we had to survive. And then we had to find a job. It doesn't matter you like it or not. You have to do what is help you land a job and make a good living. So then, regardless what others, your language is not good, you have to show your skill set, your knowledge, and to be compensated what you don't have, your lack of. So this in the whole process full of hardships, and then really deprive lots of choices you would not have and other people have. So all those things look or sound all bad stuff, but end up is all shape or change or trend who you are at the end to, very comforting. Just leave my baby alone. You can tell Xu Tian, are you happy? And say, yes, yes, yes. But the second, especially later generations, they are so well provided. And then sometimes I tell Grace, don't worry about whether business doing good or not. And then we have a plenty to feed you. You always have a shelf, the roof, and you always have a place to go. And don't worry about anything. So then I feel bad after I said that, because that is something. It's like a hiking. Will you break through when you feel like really die? You put your life there. You're dying there.
Just trying to survive.
Yeah. So, but then I think when the later generation immigrants, they're getting more comfortable. Parents will not allow them to get into that stage.
Yeah.
And our parents all left behind other continental farm, so far away, no idea what we suffer through. So we just had to suffer through, stick through any tough situation. All that stuff built our muscles, mental strength, all the technical strength, so many other ways. And then otherwise we would definitely 100% give up. And then we will, seek other paths, other route. And then we end up stick through. And sometimes people ask, why you stick with that boss? Why you stay in this field? People don't know. We did not even have much choice.
Didn't exactly answer the question. But
the question is about the second generation, the hybrid, the culture. Is the first generation have that culture with hardworking, determination, survival.
I think it's more about Chinese and American culture, not immigrant culture.
American, talk about pure culture, have nothing to do with the immigration?
Sure, I don't know. It's not my question.
Because Chinese culture itself came with immigration. Otherwise, Chinese culture was irrelevant to American thing. But I can talk general about the two cultures. What I like American culture is respect the speech and the freedom. I think I appreciate the freedom, and then I like freedom part, liberty part. I like the independence part. That's something probably I appreciate most. And then Chinese culture, I really like hardworking and tolerance. And Chinese people really can put up a lot. And so Chinese culture, another thing, the culture itself really good at the relationship building. Their value relationship, they're good at navigating relationship.
Last question. Except I already know what your answer to this is going to be. When did you know Grace was going to be a fiber genius? She's going to say,
yes,
she's going to say I'm not one.
And yesterday Grace said, I'm going to interview you. I said, can I look at those questions your friends sent it to you? She said, no, I'm not going to only tell you a couple for the preview, give you idea, but then I just want you to put your spot. I don't want you to think about it. Then you can get a more authentic answers. So, but that's one of the questions as part of the preview. And I was just laughing. Then I said, Grace, you are not a fiber genius.
I know, I agree with that.
And then Grace just said, I know that's what you're going to say. Yeah, so
I've been telling them that.
Yeah, so when I was in China, and lots of people that never get any single day school education, but in the old days, in China, they don't have a sewing machine, all this, or any fancy clothes at all. Almost everything people all made clothes, any kind of clothes. All women are good at making, knitting, crochet, and just sewing. This is just being part of a woman default things. Just like expect you to be good at this kind of stuff. So then you see so many people that naturally so good at this kind of stuff. So that's why when we came to the United States, we laugh about the kids here in general. They don't even know how to sew the button up, lost the button, and they put stuff into the garage sale only because missed the button in the zip. And in China, can be, anybody can just fix it and it become a perfect piece again. I know Grace is very, very out there in intelligence and creativity, but apply to fiber itself. Whether she's a genius, I don't think she's a genius. Just
definitely not.
Yeah. So I think her thoughts, she create patterns, and then she think what should look like, And I think that one, she's a genius. She's thought. Her creativity in her mind, that's very creative and then very up there, high skill set, very talented. But when talk about put hands on those techniques and about those joints, specific joints and measures, all those, knitting itself with all kind of stuff. I think she has a room to grow. Yeah, so I don't think I think she's very good, but I don't think she's a genius in that.
I agree with that. Well, that's what I always say. I'm like, guys, I'm not actually very good at knitting.
Yeah,
I just do enough to get by.
Yeah, I think she's still very good, and now she's so much better than me. So and then
that's not true.
But I think she has. I really don't think fiber is the area she had most of creativity. Grace literature is very good. Her writing is very strong. And then...
I don't think it's that good.
Yeah, you just never develop in that area. But then, all your teacher thinks you're a strong writer. And she likes to dance. You don't dance a lot anymore, but it used to be many years. She danced for many years. And what else can see your creativity and the fashion overall? Yeah. Okay. And any other questions?
No, that's plenty.
Okay. So, but you did not tell me. Oh, yeah. We talk about Betty, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So, what do you guys think? Does Grace have a very cool mom? Just say yes. So I love you guys, and I'm just so happy to have this moment to connect with all of you and make me feel young, make me feel smart, and as an immigrant, I know Grace lots of followers and from all different backgrounds, different cultures, different languages, and then it is so cool. It's a very colorful, very diversified and dynamic and communities. And I really appreciate all of you and to support and my amazing Grace. So she works really hard, just let all of you know, even she looks, and happy or whatever, easy, and she works many hours.
I don't look that happy.
Yeah.
I know I'm not that happy.
Many hours and countless hours behind the screen to make sure deliver the best and not wasting your time. And then I admire her effort. I really appreciate your support, and I think she will continue to choose kindness and beauty.
Oh, wow.
That's the most important. Whatever you speak, you tell the truth, authentic stuff, and deliver value to your audience. And then be kind, supportive to your people, and then deliver the most pretty and beautiful stuff to them. So that's all humans pursue all the same thing. Choose kindness and beauty. Right?
Sure.
Yeah. So...
Say bye.
Bye-bye.
Say bye.
See you next time. If you have think about any cool, tough questions challenging me, and I will tell you exactly what I think about life, about you, about this child.
Bye.